Maybe I mentioned it, huh?
Hello, darling. How are you?
Oh, just fine. Sorry I kept you waiting.
You cost me a pretty penny already. You know, I only bought this car for an hour.
That's nothing to what I will cost you.
I understand. You're a before the bar shop. Very good. What's wrong now, Ida?
'Looks like another full house tonight.
Yeah, what a sap I was to go into the Bing Boy. I had a chance to go in Cheech and Chow. If I'd have taken it, I'd still be a chorus girl. Now look at me. I'd have worked 2 years. Oh, come on, there's nothing around here for us.
I don't know. I think one place is as good as another. It's a luxury, listen. Here, now, watch me. Hello, Harold. Honey, I thought I knew that chap.
Yeah. Gee. Lovely night, huh?
Lovely night for what? Air raid? Those fellas up there give me the willies.
Well, they're men, aren't they? Rather they throw bombs on me than take no notice of me at all.
I expect to do that just to please you, dearie. Come on, I'll show you my lucky window. Here you are now. You just watch this. See? What did I tell you? Doing well, aren't we?
What time is it?
About 11.
I'm going down to Waterloo Bridge. Might have some friends coming in on leave from Waterloo Station.
Well, I'll go down to Trafalgar Square. Might be some friends of mine coming in from Downing Street.
Wrong. Cheerio.
Cab, lady?
Not yet. What's the matter? Who wants to know? Come out from under there. There's a raid on. What are you looking for?
What am I looking for? What do you think I'm looking for? The hepatitis, of course.
Well, don't you know there's an air raid on?
I don't care if they hit.
Listen, Zeppelins. You hear that? Zeppelins right over your head.
Zeppelins, they blow. I want my hepatitis. Oh, what's the odds?
Say, what the heck do you think you're doing?
Can't you see? We're looking for potatoes.
Anybody happen to mention there's a raid on?
Yeah, I read it in the papers. We're taking shelter.
Ostrich's shelter, huh?
Yeah. The old dame dropped her potatoes, and she wouldn't take cover until we picked them
Oh,
up.
here, let me help.
Hey, quit that light out, you fool. Do you want to be kissed by a bomb?
Come on, Ada, come on, move on.
Gee, I thought that officer was going to arrest you for lighting that match.
She didn't see it. Come on, lady, we got them all now.
Where's the cabbage?
Here you are.
Come on, let's get on the shelter.
Confounded impertinence, I called it. Over here with their tomfool airship. A neat night already. Airships indeed. At this time of night, the government oughtn't to allow it. If Mr. Gladstone was alive, it would be a very different cup of tea. Where are my potatoes?
Here they are.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's a nice bit of fur, dearie. I had one like that when I was a girl, but the moths got it. I can't hang around here wasting my time.
Oh, no, you don't. You're going to stay right here. You can't go home until the raid's over.
I tell you, I don't owe to the right. And if you wants to know between you and me, I don't even owe to the war. Mr. Kaiser ain't done me no harm, and I ain't done him no harm. Oh, dear old...
No, that wasn't one.
What do you mean it ain't one? What do you think I am, deaf?
Is this your first day of raid?
Oh, golly, no. I've been in 5 or 6.
Say, are you an American?
Say, are you a mind reader?
Yeah. Listen, I'm an American, too.
Just one of the boys that couldn't wait, huh?
Well, I don't know about that. Found myself one morning with nothing to do, so I thought I'd come to France.
What for?
Fun?
Was it?
No.
Oh, well...
Oh.
Come along.
My old man is taking the letter in here.
Here you are, Mother. Now you can go off home.
Thank you for nothing. And I thought what I'll get into when I do get home. The old man is that jealous you wouldn't believe. Well, if they have any more of this nonsense, I'll write to the Times about it. Toodaloo, and God bless you.
Good night.
Bye.
Well, that's that. Thanks. Where are you going when it's started?
Where do you think I was going? Buckingham Palace?
Can I give you a lift?
Oh, your Rolls is around the corner, huh?
No, we can get a taxi. What address?
14 Lyle Street.
Taxi. Well, bye.
Don't you want to come up for a minute?
Why? Sure, that'd be swell.
I haven't got a thing to drink.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Here.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Here we are. Well, how do you like the mansion?
Why, I expect it's very comfortable.
Here. Want a cigarette?
Thanks.
Here.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank you. That's a swell night, isn't it?
Oh, there goes that take cover signal again.
Another raid?
Yeah. Great. Yeah, I guess they've come back.
Oh, you have fun here, too, huh?
Yeah. Now,
Thanks. Have an American cigarette.
I'll say I will. Ah.
Here.
Mm,
Got it?
thanks.
Have you had your dinner?
Uh-uh.
Well, then why don't you come out and eat somewhere with me?
I can't. Every place is closed while the raid's on.
Oh, that's too bad.
But you can eat here. I haven't got a thing in the place. But there's a fish and chip shop right downstairs.
Oh, that's great. I'll get on and get some.
Swell.
Oh, so you're back, are you?
Yeah.
Huh, pleased to see me, ain't you?
What do you want?
You know perfectly well what I want. I want my 3 weeks' rent.
Haven't got the dough.
Well, what do you expect me to do, subsidize you? You're making a mistake, my girl. You'll pay that rent or I'll find another tenant.
Think that'll be easy?
Well, it's been good enough for better folks than you.
How much do I owe you?
£4, 3 and 3 pence. There's the bill.
Well, I've got the 3 and 3 pence.
I don't want any of your lip.
Listen, you'll get your money. I'll get it for you somewhere.
Yes, but when?
You know, oh,
This is my landlady, Mrs. Hobley.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure.
how do you do?
We don't leave long.
No, let's head into Waterloo tonight. Our first leave for 8 months.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Your time's around and lots of money.
Well, I don't know.
Say, wasn't that somebody calling you downstairs, Mrs. Hobley?
Good night.
Good night.
Shut the window if you find it's too drafty. And I hope you'll have a very happy leave.
Thank you.
Good night, dearie.
Well, she's a pleasant old gal.
Yeah, isn't she? You seem to have gotten plenty of those. Hey, what's your name?
Roy Cronin.
Oh, shoot, there's no more gas. Got a shilling, soldier?
Sure. Hey, what is that, a slot machine?
Sure, it turns on the gas.
I thought maybe you were getting a package of gum.
Oh, remind me I owe you a shilling.
Yeah, wouldn't it be terrible if I forgot? What's your name?
Mara?
Myra what?
Mara Deauville.
Deauville. Your family French?
Oh, no. That's just a stage name.
Oh. What's your real name?
Let's eat, I'm starved. We don't have to wait for the kettle.
All right.
Where'd you come from?
Locks Falls, do you know it?
I'll say I do.
Yeah?
Sure. You live with your people?
I didn't till the war broke out. You see, my stepfather's English, so he joined up. And of course, my mother came here with him.
Is he nice?
Yeah, he's grand. He's at least 10 years too old to be in uniform, but he's in it all the same.
Tommy?
Major. R-A-M-C. You see, he was a doctor. Thanks.
Oh. Well, couldn't you have gotten a commission?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, didn't your mother want you to?
Yeah, but it was too late. You see, I was in summer camp in Canada. Coming home, we stopped off in Toronto. Gosh, things were just getting going. Flags, bands, all that bunk. When I woke up, I was a soldier. You know, just boyish enthusiasm.
Did it last?
What?
Boyish enthusiasm.
You don't stay boyish very long in this war.
I can see that.
Gosh, I haven't seen him in 3 years.
I bet you're kind of anxious too, huh?
Yeah, kind of. I'm taking the first train out.
Where do they live?
I got a place down in Buckinghamshire. Tell me about you.
Me? There's a kettle. Oh!
Here, let me do that. Yeah.
Clever, aren't you? Here,
Nice. Where do you come from?
New York.
Been here long?
4 years.
4 years. What made you come?
Work?
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a chorus girl.
A chorus girl. Oh, gee. You came over with a show,
Yeah,
huh?
the Pink Lady. When it ended, I went in the Bing Boy.
That must be interesting work.
Yeah, when you can get it.
Been out long?
I certainly have.
What a rotten break. That accounts for...
Yeah. That accounts for this rotten place.
Oh,
I admit the refrigerator is a bit old-fashioned.
please, I didn't mean to be critical.
Oh, I know the place isn't the Ritz, but... Oh, you don't want to be bothered with a hard luck tale your first night back from France.
Tell me.
Well, jobs are hard to find and rents are high, that's all.
Behind with it?
Gee, let's talk about something cheerful.
How much is it?
Well, if you must know, it's just under £5. But I'll get a job soon. You see, it isn't only rent. The price of everything's gone up so. Why, only this afternoon I was walking in Leicester Square, and you know that store, Stagger Meadows? Well, anyway, there's the cutest little pink dress in the window. Perfectly plain and simple. What do you think they want for it?
What?
3 guineas.
Myra, I don't want you to take offense in anything I say, but... Well, heck, you see, I got more money than I want as a soldier, and... Well, couldn't I square things up for you? You know, with the rent and maybe get you that pink dress?
Gee, sweet of you. Oh, I wouldn't think of it.
Oh, I don't see why not. Who's to know?
Oh, it's the principle of the thing.
Ah, what's the difference? Some of us are lucky and some of us aren't. Just at this very minute, you aren't. Please, go on, take it. Oh, it made me so happy. Just do it as a favor to me.
As a favor to you.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know what to say, but mind you, I hate taking it.
Thanks.
Here.
What?
There's your $5. You better go now.
Why, Myra.
You better go. I don't want your money.
What? Oh, I'm awfully sorry. Gee, I didn't know you'd take it like that. Well, I told you I didn't mean to insult you, and I'm sorry. Well, I guess that's about all I can say.
It's a grand feeling, isn't it? The prince and the beggar maid. Felt very noble, didn't you? Offering me something for nothing. That make you feel swell, huh? Huh? Why don't you answer me? Well, when do we begin the next stage? Aren't you going to show me how to lead a better life? Roy. Roy.
What do you want?
Come back a minute, will you? You don't have to care what a cheap chorus girl says to you.
Well, I suppose it was my fault, really. I thought you'd understand. I guess it kind of hurt you, didn't it?
Yeah. You want another cigarette?
Let's smoke these. Huh?
All right. Do you like music?
Why, yeah, I do.
This is from the Big Boys.
Oh.
So you're going down to see your mother tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad. It's good for a soldier to get out of this town as quick as he can.
Why, what's the matter with it?
Well, it isn't healthy, that's all. There's only two things for a soldier to do when he's a stranger like you. That's get drunk and get mixed up with the wrong kind of women.
Well, that's the bunk. I know the troops go wild sometimes when they get in a big city, but that's because they got no friends. But you see, I'm lucky.
Are you? Why?
Well, I met up with you.
That's lucky, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A few seconds ago, I'd blown you out.
Oh, I've forgotten about that. I ought to have had more sense. I should have known a decent girl when I saw one.
You've never been around with girls much, have you?
Not much. Why?
When do you go back to the trenches?
I've got 14 days. Say, have you got a man or somebody out at the front that you're interested in?
You mean somebody I knit socks for?
Well, that kind of thing, yeah.
No.
I was thinking it'd be swell if you could work up a little interest in me.
Guess I could.
Even to the sock knitting stage?
Well, I never tried knitting. You know, I might have that.
Gee, Myra, I like you a lot.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
Who's there?
It's me, dear, Mrs. Hobley. Well, I thought perhaps you'd like to know they're standing the all clear in the street.
Oh, thanks.
I think I'll be going to bed now, dear.
All right.
Did you want to see me about anything, dearie?
Not now. I'll see you in the morning. Oh. I'm all right.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep well.
She is a nice soul, that Mrs. Hubley.
She's cute, isn't she? Yeah. Oh. Well, looks like the raid's over, soldier.
I mean, you want me to buzz off?
Well, it's getting kind of late.
All right, I'll go. But say, listen, Myra, I've had an idea. How'd it be if you were to come down into the country with me tomorrow? Huh?
What do you mean?
Well, change would do you good.
You mean come down to your family?
Mm-hmm. I know you'd like them. Come on, we'd have fun.
How old are you, Roy?
19, why?
That's not very old, is it?
Why? Let's see what that's got to do with it. What do you say? Will you come?
No.
Oh, Myra, why not?
Can't. Gotta look for a job tomorrow.
Oh, gee. Isn't that tough? I'll tell you what. I'll come and see you before I go in the morning.
Uh-uh. I won't be up.
Well, I'll wait till you get up. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good night. Myra.
Good night, Roy. Here!
Oh. Thank you. Oh, good morning, Mrs. Hubley.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
Miss Deauville in?
Not in you, office. Oh, you're the young fellow who was with her last night, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm afraid she isn't back yet.
Oh, you mean she's out shopping or something?
Shopping's right.
Oh, I don't suppose she'll be long. Perhaps I can go out and wait.
Well, it's nothing to do with me. You'll find the door open.
Thanks.
Oh,
Hello.
intrude. Is Mara out?
Well, no, but she'll be here any minute.
Well, I won't disturb you then.
You're not disturbing me. I just came in myself.
Oh, you just come in?
Yes. Was Mara expecting you?
Yes, I told her I'd pop along. You see, I live in the next house.
Oh.
But I'll be toddling back now.
That roof doesn't look like a very good place to do much toddling.
Oh, we come and go on it all the time.
Yeah? If you want to wait for Mara, why don't you come in?
Do you mind?
Not at all.
Well, look the other way then.
Oh, sure.
It's all right, you can look now. Oh, what lovely flowers. Why, where did these come from?
Oh, I brought those.
You did? Well, aren't they lovely? I suppose you're an old friend of ours.
Oh, yes. We're friends.
Just a full-time acquaintance?
Mm-hmm. That's it. You a friend of Mara's, too?
Oh, my, yes, why, we're the best. She and I used to work together.
You were in the Pink Lady, too.
No, but we've been intimate for ever so long. Strange she never mentioned you. She has so few friends.
Well, to tell you the truth, we only just met.
This morning?
No, last night.
Oh.
You know, I hate to think of her going through all this. Air raids, bum food, and...
I know, and she's such a little thing.
She doesn't seem to want to talk about her affairs. How'd she get along?
It's a constant struggle. And she's so lonely. Do you know that she hasn't got a single soul that she can count on for help? And she does need it.
You can tell that.
Of course, I'm devoted to her. But then I'm poverty-stricken myself. You see, my dear husband is no more.
Oh. I'm sorry.
He was a soldier. Young, handsome, full of hope. Just like yourself. He got his in the traitorous wipers.
Poor fellow. Now, how about Mrs. Hobley? She seems friendly.
Yes, she seems friendly, all right. But Mrs. Obley's a proper whited sepulchre, I'll give you my word.
What's she going to do now? Myra. She doesn't seem to be very crazy about going back on the stage.
I should hope not. The theatre's no place for a nice girl like her.
I guess it isn't a very pleasant atmosphere.
Unless,
Unless what?
well, you know, it's always been my hope. You might almost call it my dream. That someday some nice young man would come along and, appreciate Nora.
Oh.
You know, marry her. Give her a home. Protect her.
Guess there hasn't been much chance of that here.
You've got it. And that's just the danger that she's face to face with at this very moment.
How do you mean danger?
Bad influences. You've no idea what London is like in wartime. Why, the immorality here is ghastly.
Guess Myra can take care of herself on that.
Well, how can she when she's neglected and helpless? And stony broke and face to face with starvation?
Is she broke?
Her condition is desperate. Clever.
Oh. I didn't know anybody was here.
If I just popped over and found Mr. your friend here. We've been having quite a jolly little chat, haven't we?
Yes, very.
Well, I'll leave you two now and be toddling. Please and pleasure.
Bye.
Cheerio, Canada.
Goodbye.
She been talking long?
Only a few minutes. Gee, I was afraid of missing you if it'd been any later. My train leaves at 1:45. I brought you some flowers, Myra.
Oh, they're lovely. But you shouldn't have. But they cleaned you out for those.
Oh. As a matter of fact, I've got something else here. I went into that shop. Stag and Mantles.
You got that pink dress?
Yeah, shall I open it?
No, I don't want it. I don't want you to give me anything.
Myra, you don't have to pretend with me. I know your heart up. Gee, that girl was just telling me.
She doesn't know anything about it. She doesn't know about my private income.
You've got a private income.
Certainly I have.
Where does it come from?
From my folks back home.
They're rich, are they?
Sure.
How much they send you? A couple of postage stamps now and then so you can write home.
Don't you insult my family. I guess they can take care of their daughter wherever she
Oh, I
is.
didn't mean to be nasty, Myra, but look, if it's real money they send you, why do you have to live in a place like this?
Well, what they send me isn't $1 million a year.
Yes, I know how much it is, Myra. It isn't a darn cent. You've just been lying to me just to keep me from helping you.
And what business is it of yours? That's what I want to know. Who gave you the right to question me about my private affairs?
I gave myself the right.
And how'd you manage to do that?
By loving you, that's how.
Roy. Silly. You can't do that.
Oh, can't I?
No, I say you can't. It isn't possible.
Myra, why isn't it possible? Why can't I love you?
Oh, because it's wrong. It's all wrong.
Wrong? Why wrong?
Oh, it just doesn't fit in, you loving
Oh,
me.
my dear, I wouldn't care if you were in 1,000 shows or the circus. I love you.
Yeah. Wait till you get back to your people. Then see how much you think about me.
Maybe you think about your family. Is that it?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, is it just because I'm a common private?
Yes, Roy. That's one of the things I'm thinking about. Why, I'd be ashamed even to introduce you to my people if they were living, which they aren't, thank God. Do you want to know why I'd be ashamed? Because my mother and father were a couple of drunken sots, and they lived in East St. Louis, that exclusive suburb. That's where I came from. I ran away and went on the stage because I was scared to stay in my own home. I was scared that one or other of them would kill me when they were liquored. That's how much aristocracy I am. Oh.
And you talk about me being lonely. Me. With everything I've got.
That's it, Roy. You've got enough in your own life.
Yes, but what have you got, Myra? What have you?
Oh, I can take care of myself.
Myra. You told me there was nobody else.
There isn't.
Did there used to be?
Oh, I never loved anybody.
Well, then I'm not going to stand here and argue any more about it. Don't hold your head like that. Look at me.
Oh, Roy.
Don't say anything more, sweetheart. I know how it is. You just didn't want me to get into this because you thought I might regret it someday or something. Well, that's all right. I'm not going to regret this ever. Ever. I guess I know who it is I love.
Roy, you'll miss your train.
Yeah, I guess I better head be going. Yeah. But listen, darling. I'm coming back for you.
What do you mean?
I'm coming back to see you. I'll be back just as soon as I can get away.
What have you been saying to him?
I've been telling him nothing that wasn't good for him to hear. I've been singing your blooming praises, all right.
I was hoping he'd come and go away.
Not him. He waited to hear all the information I had to give him about you.
Yeah? And what was that?
That you was a poor, lonely little girl, off-starved and hungry for love. The only thing on God's earth, I says, that can save her is an husband.
A husband?
Yes, and he's willing to step up and do his duty by king and country. And what's more, I'm prepared to be your bridesmaid and help you blush.
Did he say that he'd marry me?
What? Well, not quite. But he was coming to it, though, when you busted in and interrupted him. He's yours, I tell you.
What if I don't want him?
Well, what if you don't? What's the odds? All you have to do is to go through with the ceremony, collect his separation allowance, and live in luxury. Then there's your insurance if he gets knocked off in action.
I don't want his insurance. And I'm not going to steal his pay either.
Who said it's stealing? Marriage is legal, ain't it? Why, it's holy. Look at Agnes Enning. She's got 4 husbands in the army. 2 Australians, 1 Yorkshireman, and her own husband. She's collecting separation allowances from all of them. And what's more, she's making them all happy. Of course, with Agnes, there is the risk that 2 or 3 of her husbands might get leave at the same time. But that shouldn't bother you with only 1 on your hands. Look here now, I'd put you in the way of a good thing.
It's a stinking thing, Kitty.
What's stinking about it, I'd like to know? He loves you, don't he? Of course he does. Look at the flowers he's brought you.
He don't even know me. And he never will if I have to jump in the river to keep him from finding out.
You've bloody well gone queer in your head, haven't you?
Maybe.
What do you think of this port, Roy? Pretty good, eh, what?
Seems fine to me.
Eh?
Seems fine to me.
Ah.
But I don't know very much about wine.
Oh, that's a pity. They tell me some of the people in your country are trying to do away with wine altogether. Curious idea.
Oh, that's all nonsense, darling. It's just a lot of talk. Nothing will come of it. You mustn't believe all you see in the papers. We're not as bad as all that.
Of course, I don't know America very well. I was only in the place 2 or 3 weeks, but they seem to me sane, responsible sort of people. I know I don't want to hear that. Here, hi. Get past the port, Jenny. Have some more, Roy?
No more for me, thanks.
Eh?
No, thank you.
Ah.
Does it feel good to be home, darling?
Oh, swell.
By the way, when you were in the Cambrai sector, did you happen to come across an old friend of mine?
Who was that, sir?
Old Plumstead. Charlie Plumstead.
Was he a private?
No, he was a brigadier.
No, sir. No, I don't run across many of those.
No, I don't suppose you do. But you may have met his son. Did you ever meet old Plumstead's son? You know, young Plumstead.
He's a 2nd lieutenant, isn't he?
Yes, I think he is.
Sure, I remember coming across him at the base on the way home.
Roy, don't be cynical.
He's not cynical. Somebody has to be at the base. You're very silent, Mary.
That's because I've nothing to say. I'm just enjoying myself, trying to realize Roy is back home.
Yeah. Nice having him, isn't it? You must come again soon. Oh, no, I forgot. That's silly. You can't come until they let you, eh?
Listen, now I can tell you what I want to tell you. It's about a girl.
About a what?
Well, about a girl.
I don't know what he's talking about. What?
A girl, darling. You know, a girl. A girl.
Yes, I know. A girl, yes. Well, what about her? What?
Tell me about her, Roy.
Well, there isn't much to tell, Mother. It all sounds sort of silly. You see, I've only known her a few hours. I met her on my way through.
Come on, Janet. Don't go to sleep with that port party.
It's under your nose, darling.
What?
Your nose.
Oh, yeah.
See, things do happen pretty quickly now. I mean, they have to. You know, with the war on, you never quite know where you're going to be next. And, well, the fact is, I do like her. Terribly.
What's her name?
Myra.
Myra what?
Myra Deauville. That's not her real name, of course. She's on the stage.
Oh. Who introduced you to her?
Nobody. We met by accident during an air race.
She a well-known actress?
Well, no. But she's awfully pretty. As a matter of fact, she's only in the chorus.
Oh.
She's had it pretty tough lately. You know, couldn't get a job and one thing and another.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, what I wanted to know, what I wanted to ask is...
What did you want to ask, Roy?
I wanted that you'd hate very much. If we couldn't have her down here for a while.
Would you like that, dear?
Oh, I think it'd be grand. I wouldn't suggest it if I didn't think you'd like her. I mean, I know she's only a chorus girl, but, oh, she's different.
Oh, I'm sure I shall like her.
That means I can ask her.
As far as I'm concerned, it does. Do you mind, Fred?
Do I mind what?
Do you mind if we ask this girl down here for a day or two?
I haven't heard a word you've been talking about.
Oh, Fred.
You mumble so. Well, what is it?
I'll tell him, Mother. Listen, Roy met
Oh, don't shout. I can hear perfectly well.
he met a girl last night in an air raid.
An air raid, a funny place, what?
And he fell for a hook, line, and sinker.
What?
Now what he wants to know is...
I haven't the least idea what she's talking about.
Too plain, too thorough, too plain, too thorough,
Good morning.
Hello. See you back soon.
I got an early train. Listen, will you go out for a ride into the country with me somewhere? It's such a lovely day. What do you say?
I'm afraid I can't make it.
Ah. We'll go anywhere you like.
Well, that sounds good.
Then it's settled. Where would you like to go?
Well, what about Hampton Court?
Now, let's go further out than that.
All right. Go anywhere you like.
Come on, then. Where's your hat?
Wait a minute.
Good. I'll wait for you outside.
All right. Oh, look, Buckingham Palace. Looks like King George is giving a tea party.
Whoa. How'd you like to get out and walk for a little?
Sure, let's.
Say, listen, we're going to walk a while.
Very good.
Will you wait here for us, please?
Very good. Oh, boy.
Like it?
Uh-huh. Are you sure it's all right for us to be here?
Well, of course. Why?
Well, it looks kind of private.
Oh, I expect it's all right.
You know, it looks almost like a garden. But, Roy, surely this is a garden.
Well, what's the difference if it is? Nobody will kick us out in wartime.
I don't suppose.
Shall we sit down?
Here?
Yeah. Myra, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, what?
Well, you see, things aren't quite the same in wartime. I mean, you do things in a less leisurely fashion, you know what I mean?
No.
Well, what I mean is, people make up their minds more quickly. And I've made up my mind about something.
Yeah, what?
I've made up my mind that it'd be grand if you'd marry me. Well, Myra?
You just don't know what you're talking about.
That's not an answer. Please, don't look away from me. Give me an answer.
No, I won't marry you, Roy. Thank you.
I see. Honey, you're crying.
Not really.
Are you unhappy?
A little.
Oh, darling, you needn't be. I could look after you. I could make you happy. I know I could.
Could you, Roy?
Sure. Won't you change your mind?
Hello? Roy?
Hello.
Who's that?
Well, that's my sister.
And who's that with her?
It's my mother and stepfather.
Oh,
You
Roy.
see,
How could you do that? I'm going.
Oh, no.
No, let's
Mara,
leave. Let me
please.
go.
Please,
No,
Please, you gotta stay.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Mother.
Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, sir. This is Myra that I told you about.
How do you do?
My sister, Janet.
How do you do?
My stepfather, Major Weatherby.
What?
Major Weatherby.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do? I'm so glad you let Roy bring you down. Well, let's come along now. Where's your luggage?
Oh, I haven't any luggage. I can't stay.
Eh?
She says she can't stay.
Oh, nonsense.
Oh, that's too bad. Roy said he was going to bring you down for several days.
Oh, well, he shouldn't have. I never told him
Oh,
that.
Mother, it's all my fault. You see, she didn't know where she was coming. I couldn't persuade her, so I had to trick her.
Oh, what a shame. Roy, that's very naughty of you. But now that you're here, you must stay with us.
I've got everything you want. We're about the same size.
That's right. Come on, let's go.
Yes, did you have a pleasant ride coming down? This place is no distance from town by car. Of course, it was a very different thing in the old horse days, but then cars and carriages are very different things, eh? Very different. Old Plumstead often used to say the same thing. Totally different things, that's what I always say. Extraordinary how people understand that. I had an argument with old Plumstead once on the very subject. He took the point of view that carriages were more comfortable, that cars were bigger. What? Good piece it was, too. I remember it well. I saw it twice, I think. What is it called?
The Bing Boys.
The what?
The Bing Boys.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, the fellow who was in it. What was his name, eh?
George Roby?
George what?
George Roby?
Yeah, I forget his name. He was a funny chap. I remember him. Comic eyebrows, eh? Do you remember his eyebrows? I was always very interested in the stage. That fellow Irving. What was the piece he used to play in? No, you wouldn't remember it before your time. He played two parts. Used to change his clothes a whole lot of times. By George, that was acting, that was. Talking about acting, reminds me I had a niece who wanted to go on the stage. I don't think anything came of it. I think she got married or something or other. Well, you can't do everything, as old Plumstead used to say. I suppose this business of acting isn't so easy as it looks, eh? Some people can, and some people can't, eh? What? Well, there's no need for me to tell you that. Well, fortune.
Thanks.
Well done, Fred. I didn't know you were so active.
Jan, you need a baseball field, not a tennis court.
I'll take you on afterwards and we'll see how good you are.
Come on. I'm waiting to serve.
Sorry.
Janet used to be quite good, but the poor child's out of practice.
Oh, yes.
40-30, good service, Jan.
Were you ready, sir?
No, I wasn't.
I'll have two more then.
Bad luck. Very well tried.
That's a game end, isn't it?
Afraid it is.
That girl's too good for me. You take her on, Roy.
Have a nice cold drink.
What?
Lemonade.
Lemonade? No, that stuff's no good to me. I'm going to get a whiskey and soda.
You played very well, darling. You deserve to win.
Well, I don't know so much. I had the sun in my eyes most of the time.
Oh.
Do you play this silly game, my dear?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, you can't do everything, can you? Some people do and some people don't, as old Plumstead used to say. I'm just going to have a cold bath.
Roy was talking to me about you last night, Myra.
Was he?
He's very much in love with you, you know.
Yeah, I suppose so.
He told me he wanted to marry you. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know.
Would you like me to tell you quite honestly what I said to him?
Oh, I don't mind.
I asked him not to. I thought I'd like to tell you that quite simply. It seemed nicer for you.
What'd he say?
He wouldn't listen to me.
Did you say anything about me being a chorus girl?
Well, I told him that you had both led very different kinds of lives, and that you might find you hadn't much in common.
Why are you telling me all this? Are you trying to ask me to give him up?
I just wanted you to know what I felt about it.
After all, we know it's in both our minds. It seems silly not to talk about it, doesn't it?
I suppose so.
I want you to think about it very carefully, Myra.
I will.
Has what I said made you unhappy?
No.
Oh, there's tea. Shall we go in? Come in. Oh, hello, Myra. Haven't you been to bed yet? No. It's rather a warm night, isn't it? You want to talk to me about something?
Yes.
Come and sit down.
No, I'm all right here. I just wanted you to know I could marry him if I wanted to.
I know, my dear. Look, I just wanted you to know that. Yes, I know, Myra. You see, I happen to know you're rather a fine girl. Fine? I'm not. About things like that, my dear, I never make mistakes. I want to tell you something. Something I couldn't tell Roy. What is it, Myra? I'm not a chorus girl at all. I make my living. I picked Roy up on Waterloo Bridge. Does Roy know that? No. You came and told me. You see, I told you you were a fine girl. I could have married him if I wanted to. I know, my dear. Why don't you ask me not to? I don't need to. Do you love him?
Good morning, Miss.
Oh, good morning.
Do you take sugar and milk in your tea, Miss?
Yeah, 1 lump, please.
Did you rest well, Miss?
Yes, thanks.
Shall I turn on your bath, Miss?
Thanks.
A cold bath, Miss?
Oh, no.
Hot. Oh. Very well, Miss.
The German casualties seem pretty heavy.
What is it?
The German casualties seem pretty heavy. Are you deaf?
Must have been a tough year for them. Gosh, they must have lost thousands.
What?
They must have lost thousands.
Yes, poor devils. Decent fellas, too, some of them. I used to know one. He was at Cambridge with old Plumstead and me, a fella called Heinrich or some such name. Quite a good fella. He used to play a good game of rugger. His face was all cut up. He used to fight duels in Heidelberg or some such dreadful place. Very unbecoming. More coffee, Mary.
The family is in the breakfast room, miss.
Oh, thanks.
Myra.
Good morning, Myra. Good morning, Myra.
Come and sit down, Myra.
Thank you.
Here.
Will you have tea or coffee, Myra? Coffee, please.
Well, did you sleep well?
All right, thank you.
Eh?
All right, thank you.
Ah.
Myra, fish or bacon and eggs?
Bacon and eggs, please.
Coming up.
I was saying the German casualties seem to have been very heavy. I was telling them, I used to be at Cambridge with one of them. A fella called Heinrich something or other. Quite a decent fella, Lord knows yes. He used to play a good game of rugger.
Here, your bacon and eggs.
Thanks.
Hope you're feeling energetic, Myra.
You know what?
I hope she's feeling energetic.
Yes, it is.
We're leaving immediately after breakfast.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't go.
Myra.
No, I've got to be in London.
Oh, but you must come to Camden with us. Why, it's perfectly lovely. And you said you'd never seen it.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do it.
Oh, listen, this was all arranged yesterday.
Here's your coffee, darling. You must come with us, Myra.
Why, of course she must. You don't suppose I'm going to Camden without her? Motoring all day with my own family? Not likely.
Come along, Myra. You don't need a rest. Hurry up, children, and get ready for the ride. Don't be long, darling.
All right, I won't be 10 minutes.
Oh, Augusta. Tell Simpkins to bring around the car at once, will you please?
Is that a good madam?
We're going to have a lovely day, Myra.
Oh, Mrs. Weatherby. You didn't tell them what I told you last night?
Of course not. We're not fighting each other. Run along now and get ready.
What time's the London train?
You now.
Third class single for London, please.
1890.
London train. London train. Hello. Excuse me, I seem to have forgotten your name. I know we've met somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. Your face is familiar, too.
Well, what are you doing this evening?
Oh, just looking for a good time and wondering where the rent's coming from.
Well, maybe I can be of some use to you in both those little points.
If I know a gentleman when I see one.
You know, when anybody's in trouble, I like to help them out. Would a quid cover the rent?
£2.10 it is.
Rents come pretty high these days. Oh, well, I dare say we can manage it. Let's call a cab. Hi, Gary.
Buzz off, will you?
Why, what's the matter?
You hear me? I don't want you. Do you get that? I don't want you. Now go on. Get out.
Debbie! Piccadilly Hotel.
Oh, I didn't mean it, mister. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, mister.
Come on, Ducky. Oh, so you're back. That Canadian was here this morning asking for you.
Well, if he comes back again, tell him I'm out. Don't let him up.
Yes, that's all very well, but what about my rent?
Here. There's the rent for a week. That's all I can manage.
Oh, well, I suppose that's something.
Where'd you come from?
I've been waiting for you in that girl's room.
I can't stay here.
Mara, I gotta see you now. All leaves have been canceled. I've got to catch the 10:27 tonight from Waterloo. Well, why didn't you say something?
What is there for me to say?
Well, tell me why you ran away like that. What was the matter? Did I do anything?
No.
Was anybody unkind to you?
No.
Well, why'd you do it? Why? Were you running away from me?
Yes, Roy.
What's the matter, Mara? Don't you like me?
Oh, yes. Will you please go
Oh,
now?
I don't understand. I love you more than anything in all the world. I can't ever be anybody else. I can't ever get you out of my mind. I love you, Myra.
Leave me alone. Get away. Go out of here. Leave me alone. I never want to see you again. I hate you. I hate your mother and your family and all of you. I hate you. I was happy here until you came. Do you hear me? I was happy here. I was. Oh, why can't you leave me alone? What do you think you've got to give me? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, look at you. Oh, if you could see yourself, you'd laugh as I'm laughing now. You'd laugh. You'd laugh. You'd laugh, you'd laugh, you'd laugh, you'd laugh.
Darling, what is it? Tell me. Oh, your nerves are all shot.
It's my nerves.
Yeah, you'll be all right soon. Yeah, now you're gonna be all right. Oh, you poor kid. There. Now, see? See? You're all right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right now.
Sure. Darling, you love me, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Then listen. I want you to do something for me. Now, if you say no, it's just gonna break my heart.
All right. I'll do it.
You know what it is?
No, but I'll do it.
Well, I want you to marry me. Now. Today. Before I have to catch that train. Darling, you said you'd do it.
All right. I'll do it.
You better get dressed. Here.
Will you wait outside for me?
Sure. Oh, allow me, Mrs. Hopley.
Well,
Nice day.
you seem to think so.
Hey, Myra. Myra. Myra! Where is she? Where is she?
Where is she? Look at that window. You know as well as I do where she is. She's opposite. That's where is she. She had to get away without facing me, so she's bolted.
Why without facing you?
You know well enough, you hypocrite. It's a conspiracy to fraud me.
Did she owe you money?
Did she owe me money? Don't you think you can pull wool over my eyes, young man, because I don't have it? I'll have the police on you, both of you. I won't be cheated and robbed by you and that common little soldier's girl.
What did you call
I
her?
called her what she is, and what you know full well she is.
Aren't you kind of careless about what you say?
No, I'm choosing my words careful. More careful than I choose my lodgers. Because I make no complaints, you think you can cheat me and insult me and rob me if it's just you. So you can't. You and your fancy girl either. I don't know whether you know it, Canadian, but there's a law in this land.
How much does she owe you?
You mean you'll pay me?
That's what I mean.
Oh. Oh, well, I must say you're a gentleman, sir. Which is more than I can say for most of her friends.
I asked you how much she owes.
Well, there's £2.18 owing since last April, and there's a week's advance on the room now.
What's the rent here?
For this room, 30 shillings a week.
40 and 30 is 70 and 18, did you say?
Yes, sir, quite correct, sir.
88 shillings, that's £4.8.
Yes, that's what I'm making.
Here's £6. That'll pay you what she owes you in 2 weeks in advance.
Oh, thank you, sir. And God bless you.
Please give me a receipt.
Yes, gladly, sir.
Make it out that you received it from her, please.
Yes, sir. There you are, sir.
Where would I be likely to find it?
Oh, anywhere along the Strand, Leicester Square, Piccadilly. Then, of course, there's always Waterloo Bridge. A good many of them hangs about there to try and get the soldiers coming in on leave. Oh, I don't know, sir.
What?
She seems to have left a note.
For me?
Don't say who it's for. Just says, I can't do it. Goodbye. That's all. Of course, it's none of my business, sir, what you do and what you don't do. But I know her, and I know her kind to me cost. And if you take my advice, when you do see her, you'll take that receipt and you'll throw it in her painted face, and then you'll have no more to do with her. But traffic with women like hers that only leads to sin, and sin leads to suffering. And a soldier like you has had enough of suffering in this awful war without having to be contaminated and robbed by the likes of those...
Shut your dirty face!
Why, Tommy Atkins, Governor? Here you are, Governor. Why, Tommy Atkins, Governor? Come on, Governor. Here you are. Here you are.
What do you think this is, the Garden of Eden?
I've been looking for you for hours. Why'd you come here? Not safe.
I wanted to see you pass by. I didn't think you'd notice me.
Listen, I've only got 10 minutes to catch my train. Here, take this. I've seen Mrs. Hubley. It's a receipt for your rent. It covers 2 weeks in advance. And here's some money to keep you going a week or two. As soon as I get to the front, I'll make all arrangements about my pay and everything, and then if anything happens to me, well, you'll be all right.
Roy, do you know why I've been trying not to marry you?
Mrs. Hubley told me.
Knows it everything?
I don't care. You've got to marry me. It wasn't your fault. You had to do it.
It's all over now, Roy.
Taking the 1027 Canada.
Come on, lady. You've got to lose him.
It's all right, officer. He's coming.
I'll catch it if you'll promise to hurry me when I come back. If you don't, all the MPs in London won't let me catch that train.
There you are, lady. Tell your friend you'll marry you. You don't want to get a good soldier shot at dawn, do you?
You better go, Roy.
Will you marry me?
Of course he'll marry you. Now, soldier, come on. You come with me.
Myra, will you?
If you hang round here much more, we're all going to get blown up. And it won't make no difference whether she marries you or not.
Myra.
All right, Roy. I'll marry you.
Goodbye. Goodbye, darling. I'll think of you always. Every minute.
Come on, Sonny.
Cheerio, darling.